छकनक ते हो दोलाना
W dzisiejszym programie z cyklu Podróże z muzyką online wybierzemy się do Bangladeszu, a moim gościem będzie Kaushik Hossain TAPOSH. Kaushik Hossain TAPOSH jest bangladeskim kompozytorem, producentem i muzykiem. Jest także dyrektorem zarządzającym i dyrektorem generalnym w One More Zero Group oraz muzycznej stacji telewizyjnej Gaan Bangla TV. Znany jako jeden z najmłodszych przedsiębiorców w kraju i twórca popularnego programu Wind of Change, TAPOSH jest liderem postępu i innowacji. Artysta jest również laureatem wielu prestiżowych nagród, takich jak Narodowa Nagroda Filmowa Bangladeszu dla najlepszego kompozytora muzycznego za kompozycję piosenki filmowej, jak również prestiżowej nagrody Międzynarodowego Festiwalu Filmowego w Indiach Dada Saheb Phalke Excellence Award, którą otrzymał jako jedyny twórca z Bangladeszu, czy Międzynarodowej Nagrody Pamięci Matki Teresy, którą otrzymał za swój program Wind of Change – Music for Peace.
সন্ধান করি কোন বিস্তরে বানায়াছেন মোহন আমার দেহ ঘড়ি মোহন আমার দেহ ঘড়ি সন্ধান করি কোন বিস্তরে বানায়াছেন মোহন আমার দেহ ঘড়ি মাটির একটা কেস বানাইয়া মেশিন দিল তার ভিতর
Welcome, dear TAPOSH, in my musical journey. Today we are traveling online to Bangladesh. I am so happy you agreed to talk to me about music, about artists, about the situation nowadays in the world, and that you found some time in your busy schedule for me also. Thank you. How
I'm
are
really honored. I'm good. I'm really honored, dear Alicia. You know that you are a wonderful
musician and wonderful soul, and it was a great honor for me to be able to get connected with you and to work with you, and now we can call ourselves as a musical family because of Wind of Change. So it's an honor for me to be able to talk to you and with your fans and friends. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Yes, I am so happy because not everybody knows. TAPOSH invited me also amongst a lot of great international artists to his Gaan Bangla television, his project Wind of Change. We will talk, of course, about it later. And I had this opportunity to perform, to play with TAPOSH and great Bangladeshi artists there. So thanks once again. And please tell me, maybe we start, because now it's really difficult time in the world because of pandemic times. And can you tell us a little bit how the situation looks in your country, in Bangladesh? When it happened, it was lockdown, I guess, as well, like other countries. How it's now? Can you tell about that?
Okay, of course. So Bangladesh, firstly, I would like to introduce Bangladesh in a very brief, that it's a musical country. It's full of music, full of emotions, full of poetry. Our folk culture, our heritage are very special. We're blessed with a lot of maestros born in Bangladesh, and all the maestros gave us different directions of music. So there are many genres created in Bangladesh, which if the world explores, they would love to know much more in details. So in a country like that, definitely there are regular concerts, regular musical arrangements, live performances, TV shows, radio shows, and a lot of cultural activities going on. Being Bangladeshi, we all participate in those big shows or small shows or medium shows. All sort of musicians are there. Some are celebrities, some are strugglers, some are newcomers, some are very popular. So what happens, usually when the concert goes on, the live musician families are depending on the concerts mostly. But due to this pandemic, mostly after March first week, we came to know in Bangladesh that this pandemic is going on in the world, and Bangladesh had its first news on the first week, last part of the first week of March. So after that, we had a lockdown. Our government took it very nicely, I would say. I would thank our Honorable Prime Minister and the whole government that they maintained it in a very smoother, very nicer way. There are a lot of countries who are much bigger in economy or much bigger in size. They also struggled even much more. We all struggle. This is not to compare. Everyone struggling in their own way. But our government, in a very nicer way, handled, because our economy, the broader perspective, didn't fail that much like other countries. So our government took a very strong stand, gave a lot of grants to different sectors, businessmen, musicians, and everything. So I would thank our government in this point that they could come up with the solutions. But you know, such a pandemic cannot have a big solution. Yes. However grand, however solution you try to give, it is not enough. Being a musician now, I come to a point of view that there are a lot of musicians in the whole world where the, let's say, what I shall say, Apple Music, the other platforms are there where they are getting royalties. In Bangladesh, independent singers, composers, lyricists had their own music, but it's more onto YouTube. YouTube do not gives a very big revenue, so it cannot be dependent on the only single platform. But the ecosystem or the infrastructure was not yet strong in Bangladesh, from where they would sit idle in the home and get royalty. So that didn't happen. So that's a very big challenge for the musician. That's a very, very big challenge. So now the realization came to the musician. So the lyricists are getting together to form their own association. The composers are getting together to form their own associations. The singers are getting together to understand their rights. They're making an association means that they will understand how to survive, how to make them grow. get their rights properly. So this is a very nice realization time. And also for the musicians, because I have a lot of friends in different parts of the world like you, so I found that this is a very good practice time for the musicians. Very spontaneously the musicians took it for practice, so because regularly the big people, big names are busy with their schedules, they never get enough space. So this is a realization time, this is a practice time, and this is a time for the musicians to design their future, understanding that pandemic is an example. Next, you can face a lot of different things that we are not ready for. So we need to secure ourselves in such a way so that we can at least survive, or we can at least do something while we are not in the right position because of these sort of different pandemic or virus or any new thing that may come up with. So Bangladesh is now looking forward because right now the situation is that Bangladesh is progressing. The lockdown is over. Now it's a new normal situation. So our government has given restrictions to wear mask, to maintain social distancing. We the musicians or the artists are also spreading these messages on behalf of everybody. So now we are getting used to that new normal thing, and soon I believe that at least in next few months we will see slowly and steadily probably the events will start to happen in a new normal way or in a small way, I think.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm happy you mentioned as well about this issue with royalties. A lot of people, like musicians, they need to have some organizations as well, and they need to pay attention more about such a things. And pandemic reveals that, of course, in
Yes.
different countries as well. But I am happy too that you said that it can be something good from bad situation, like musician artists are creative. Like you said, we have now a little bit more time at home, so we can record, we can collaborate, like from different countries. You know, we are now sitting and talking, and usually you would be really busy with your even with your film. I've heard
Yes.
you had to now I think produce some movie, right?
Yes.
It wouldn't be.
TM film.
Yes, so you know, so we need to be creative. We need to have hope always, right? And even from
And musicians whenever get free time, or when I think that when musicians get difficulties, let's say obstruction or coronavirus or pandemic or anything which obstruct, like which gives them difficulties, I think creative people are the ones who come up with new ideas very first.
yes, yes,
And they come up with different innovations which the world can be amazed of. So I think it's a good time for the creative people to think. I know that it's a very bad time economically or socially or in a lifestyle way that they are not used to in this lifestyle. But if you think the creative people can revolt with their innovations, so the world will see something amazing when the pandemic is over, inshallah.
yes. So big things always were born from hard times, from hard work.
Absolutely. It's like
Yeah.
a volcano.
Okay, so can you tell us, dear Taposh, about your childhood a little bit? I am interested in it. Where were you born? I don't know. And how it all happened and you became artists, musicians. Did you learn music by yourself or from your parents or from your environment? How it was? And can you tell us which instrument you started to play? Please tell us.
Thank you so much for this very nice question. Childhood always gives you the very nice memory, because childhood is the time when any person would always try to return to their childhood. So my journey is very interesting because I was lucky. At the age of 6 years, I was enlisted into the national television channel of Bangladesh. Firstly, I would tell that you asked me that where I was born. I'm very proud to be born in Bangladesh, the capital city Dhaka. I was born in Dhaka, the capital city of Bangladesh, and I'm very proud to be a Bangladeshi, and I would love to carry my flag as long as I live. And at the age of 6, I got the opportunity to be enlisted as a child singer in Bangladesh television, which is the only national television channel, the terrestrial channel. And I was very fortunate to be able to, because I was a child of 6 years, so I used to sing chorus songs as a child artist. And then gradually I used to, by the age of 7 and a half, I used to sing solo songs. And interestingly, at the age of 8, being the first Bangladeshi child singer, I released my full solo album with 10 songs in it as a child artist, like a album, like a proper album. And it was also released. The name of the album was Pakhider Patshala. It means the birds kindergarten, like the birds institute to learn. And that album was released from a company named Muzyką, and it was released on a very prestigious occasion. It was the 21st February, it's a language day, International Language Day. So we fought for our language in 1952. So the Bangla language came from there. It's a very big history. So on that occasion, a 21 days or a month-long book fair happens in Bangladesh every year. So on that book fair of 1991, my first solo album was released. So it was 29 years back from today. So, and yeah, so in that course, if you consider, so if it is from 1989, when I started singing in the national television channel, so it is being 31 years on this 2020 when I am talking to you of my musical career. So I went to academy that was known as Shishu Academy for the child. So that was a 2 years course, and I became the first boy singer to be standing as first in the class. So everyone came to see me, because usually the girls used to sing better than the boys. I was the first boy in the serial who became the first boy. And then I also studied in Bangladesh Institute of Broadcasting Art, which was shortly known as BIBA. That was a 5 years course, and I had the opportunity to be under the direction, the SARs, like the mentors, the maestros were taking the classes. So we all used to look at the big names who used to come to take our classes. So it was like an illusion. And we started understanding that we are under the right leaders, right mentors. So being a singer or a musician, I'm very fortunate to be able to get in touch with almost 3 generations or 4, almost if I live a little long, it will be 4 or 5 generations of musicians, because my teachers, may Allah bless them, because most of them are not in this world right now. They all passed away. They are aged. So I had the opportunity to be with them. And after that, the next generation, who are right now the maestros and the living legends, were my seniors. And then my friends are right now leading the industries. Like, we all together are doing whatever we can in our industry. And already our next generation are already there in the pipeline. So they are already famous. So I am in the bridge of 4 generations in my music of 31 years. And I started playing with a Bangladeshi instrument. This is an Indian classical instrument called harmonium, like a piano or a keyboard, but it plays with right hand only. I'll show you a picture here for your audience later. So the left hand blows like the accordion. Yeah. And so this is our traditional thing to start with when we start as a singer.
সাদা দিলে ও হাইরে সাদা দিলে কাদা লাগাই গেলি রে বন্ধুয়া সাদা দিলে কাদা লাগাই
ছায়াবাজি পুতুল রূপে বানাইয়া মানুষ যেমনি নাচাও তেমনি নাচে পুতুলের কি দোষ
আরে ছায়াবাজি পুতুল রূপে বানায়া মানুষ যেমনি নাচাও তেমনি নাচি পুতুলের কি দোষ
ভাবি গো তোমায় দিবানিশি কেমনে বুঝাই কত ভালোবাসি
After that, it comes that the second accompany comes as known as tabla, which is the percussion, like our Shivamani ji or Jomi played. Jomi especially played the tabla. You remember our Mithun Chakra played. Yeah. So tabla is the second instrument. So from that percussion thing, I also started to understand that every single thing can have the rhythm. So even we played all the notes here.
So it is. Katare katake takatare katake tha dhin dhin nana katake takatare katake tha kata ghene da kata ghene da. Now the double of it. Katake takatake tha dhin dhin nana katake da kata ghene da. Now the tisra jati of it.
Digging on a jum, chickatakum, 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 digging on a jum, chickatakum, 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 digging on a jum, chickatakum, 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 digging on a jum, chickatakum, chickatakum, digging on a jum, chickatakum,
বন্দে মায়া লাগাইছে বন্দে মায়া লাগাইছে বন্দে মায়া লাগাইছে পিরিতি শিখাইছে বন্দে মায়া লাগাইছে পিরিতি শিখাইছে দেবানা বানাইছে রে কি জাদু করিয়া বন্দে মায়া লাগাইছে হায় রে কি জাদু করিয়া বন্দে মায়া লাগাইছে
So, so that's how I got the rhythm inside, and it's continuing. And I'm blessed to be able to play a little flute, a little acoustic guitar, piano, keyboards, percussion,
You are
whatever you.
singer, great singer also. Yes,
So
I know.
that's how my journey.
Yes, I have to tell our audience that I've been in Bangladesh, and I was performing near Taposh on stage, and he can play every instrument he touch. Really.
I
Yeah,
cannot play.
but
I cannot play violin like you. I can just only touch. You
I
are an
think
amazing player for our international audience. I must tell something about Alicia. This sweet host is not only a sweet lady, sweet musician, sweet soul. Um, she is a classical musician, so it should be like that. That you will get a chart, you will get everything arranged, and then you play your part. That's how it happens in the whole world. But in Bangladesh, when first I met Alicia at our project called Wind of Change, so it's a very like root thing, because the songs that we tried are like a wild horse. It cannot be captured in like the international progressions. It can be, but it takes a lot of time. And we are almost 31 countries musician participated in Wind of Change. So different culture, different things we are experimenting. So Alicia is one of the first string player who took the lead that it's all right, and she could start playing from her soul, getting connected to the very new sound, the very new melodies, the very new music, which she never heard in her lifetime. So it is a very much, that's how I figured out who comes here in this earth to play for 10 minutes, who comes here to play for long run in a whole life. So that's how we choose our partners as well. So that's a very big thing, that Alicia has the artist inside, which is rare in the world. So she could connect even to my folk songs of Bangla language, and she could play her solo, creating by herself. So and which connects with our own melody, which connects with our whole arrangement. Sometimes we give clue, sometimes she gives clue. So she is a leader sort of musician who has the artist inside. So that's a very big thing for any artist in the world, because not every artist can collaborate like that. That's a very special ability that you have, and I must reveal it to my audience. Thank you.
I am really, really honored to hear these words from such an artist like you, Taposh. Our audience will hear that we say like that.
আমি তোমাকেই বলে দেব কি যে একাদির ঘোড়া আমি হেঁটে গেছি বিরান পথে
আমি তোমাকেই বলে দেব সেই ভুলে ভরা গল্প কড়া নেড়ে গেছি ভুল দরজায়
ছুঁয়ে কান্নার রং ছুঁয়ে জ্যোৎস্নার ছায়া
ছুঁয়ে কান্নার রং ছুঁয়ে জ্যোৎস্নার ছায়া
আমি কাউকে বলিনি সে না কেউ জানে না না জানে আড়াল আমি কাউকে বলিনি সে না কেউ জানে না না জানে আড়াল জানে কান্নার রং জানে জোছনার ছায়া জানে কান্নার রং জানে জোছনার ছায়া
Actually, honestly, when you are just talk about me, so I need to tell. When I came to Bangladesh, I didn't know the country. I never been there, and you of course invited me. We talked, but I didn't know what to expect, how it will be, and I have to say, all people I met were so nice, so generous, for not only for me, for all artists, international artists, and we met there. And your hospitality and your wife hospitality, we need to mention and send hugs to Farzana, Munny, and your all crew, everybody who I met there. Not only are the talented people like artists, and of course I met through you and through your Wind of Change project a lot of artists I would never meet in my life, and it's great Bangladeshi legends even. Like you
Yes,
said,
of course.
you are in this generation, but we met also people and artists I was playing with. It's true legends there in Bangladesh, and I had this opportunity. And these all artists like Jalal, who is playing flute, I was amazed by his ability to play all the style. And not only him, of course, I can't just mention everybody, but all great singers I met, like Oishi, Tashfi, ABD,
Yeah, they are rockstars.
like I can't tell, Habi, Vijay Khan, everybody, can't just name them because it was a lot of, but they are everybody.
You also had the opportunity to play with one of our maestro, living legend, Soyed Abdul Hadi in the song Achen Amar Mukta.
Allahu, 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 Allahu. Hasbi Rabbi Jallallah, ma fi qalbi ghayrullah. Nur Muhammad sallallahu la ilaha illallah. Hasbi Rabbi Jallallah, ma fi qalbi ghayrullah. Nur Muhammad sallallahu la ilaha illallah.
আছেন আমার মুক্তা আছেন আমার বারিস্টার আছেন আমার মুক্তা আছেন আমার বারিস্টার শেষ বিচারের হাইকোর্টেতে তিনি আমায় করবেন পার আমি পাপী তিনি জামিনদার আমি পাপী তিনি জামিনদার আমি পাপী তিনি জামিনদার আমি পাপী তিনি জামিনদার আছেন আমার মুক্তার আছেন আমার বারিস্টার আছেন আমার মুক্তার আছেন আমার বারিস্টার শেষ বিচারের হাইকোর্টেতে তিনি আমায় করবেন পার আমি পাপী তিনি জামিনদার আমি পাপী তিনি জামিনদার আমি পাপী তিনি জামিনদার আমি পাপী তিনি জামিনদার
And many living legends you also had the opportunity to attend, because and some legends you attended are not in this world right now. They passed after Wind of Change, so it is really an honor for all of us to be able to collaborate. And you see that success of Wind of Change, or the collaboration of the success of music. The music itself is successful when you see a wonderful, a soulful musician like Alicia from Poland wearing our traditional Bangladeshi beautiful clothes, along with our Bangladeshi own transport rickshaw beside her, which confirms that music has the ability to connect with each other. That's how we call it peaceful, and that's what we work for. We call it music for peace. And
Yes.
thanks to Alicia, because you could think of connecting musicians from Bangladesh to your wonderful show and for your audience, which will be very new for all of us. It's a very nice concept, and I must congratulate you for this wonderful platform. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
তোমার ওই শ্যামল বরণ কোমল মূর্তি মরমে গাথা আমার দেশের মাটি তোমার পরে ঠেকাই মাথা
ও মা তোমার কোলে জনম আমার মরণ তোমার বুকে
And you mentioned about my dress. Yes, I got it recently when I've been, because in Bangladesh I've been, I guess, about 6-7 times already.
Yes, yes. And a
Unfortunately,
lot more time to come.
yeah, I hope so. Unfortunately, not this year, but we keep cross.
After the pandemic, we will definitely inshallah.
Yes, but last time I've been there, I think it was in January. Oh, you made really a beautiful event. Can you tell us? It was 100 singers on the stage.
Yes.
In January, and
Yes, January 10th.
international artists from Wind of Change as
Yes,
well.
yes.
Yeah.
So it was like on this January 2020, because we also have our own event management company, which is called 1more0 Communications, which is one of the largest in Bangladesh. So we had the opportunity to organize almost 492 events all over the country, which is led by a central event from Hatir Jhil, which is amphitheater and a very nice place from the center of Dhaka, the heart of the city. It's the most beautiful location for an outdoor concert. And there we had the opportunity to give a tribute to our father of the nation, Bangabandhu Sheikh Mujibur Rahman, at his 100th birth anniversary, because his birth anniversary was supposed to start on March 17. And this whole year we were supposed to celebrate as at his honor as his birth anniversary, 100th birth anniversary. But unfortunately, because of this pandemic, we could not do whatever we planned. But fortunately, we had the opportunity to do what we wanted on January. Thanks to the Almighty Allah that we could do it. It was I suddenly designed that as this is his 100th birth anniversary, why don't we pick the 100 best possible singers of our time in different genre and try to invite them if they come, if they can allocate their schedule. And they did, and I'm thankful to each and every singer, performer, musician who came here and played for that special event. So there we had the opportunity to invite Alicia once again to play live with her beautiful friends and wonderful musicians. Shivaji was also there in percussion. We collaborated 100 singers together on one stage. I think you can show a little glimpse to the audience. They will be all mesmerized to see how we made it happen. So it was one of the nicest arrangement that we worked with. And Alicia, as usual, played her magic on the song as well. So it's a wonderful experience. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
শোনো একটি মুজিবরের থেকে লক্ষ মুজিবরের কণ্ঠস্বরের ধ্বনি প্রতিধ্বনি আকাশে বাতাসে উঠে রনি বাংলাদেশ আমার বাংলাদেশ বাংলাদেশ আমার বাংলাদেশ বাংলাদেশ আমার বাংলাদেশ বাংলাদেশ আমার বাংলাদেশ আমি থাকতুম থাকতুম বাজাই বাংলাদেশের ঢোল আমি থাকতুম থাকতুম বাজাই আমি থাকতুম থাকতুম বাজাই বাংলাদেশের ঢোল আমি থাকতুম থাকতুম বাজাই জয় বাংলা বাংলার জয় জয় বাংলা বাংলার জয় হবে 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 নিশ্চয় কোটি প্রাণ একসাথে জেগেছে অন্ধরাতে নতুন সূর্য নারী তো সময় কোটি প্রাণ একসাথে জেগেছে অন্ধরাতে নতুন সূর্য নারী তো সময় জয় বাংলা বাংলার জয় জয় বাংলা বাংলার জয় জয় বাংলা
And I add to that when Taposh thinks about something, he will make it for sure. This is I know a lot of people. I got to know of course, not everybody, but a lot of musicians and artists. And he's really rare, one man who dream about something, and you are sure that he gonna make it. So, so please, Taposh, can you tell us a little bit? What's your next visions? What's your next dream? Can you
I love the way that you presented me, and yes, actually, as long as I'm alive, I believe that dream comes true for the ones who dare to dream. So when I dream, I try to dream it bigger and much bigger, so that you get afraid. Oh my God, is that possible? And then I have one quotation of my company tagline that impossible is possible. So first I make a dream which is really big. Then I say that impossible is possible. So we will make it possible. We are the ones who will have to make it possible. So our dream is that after this COVID, the whole world is and will remain in shock, that how normal it will be, people will change, the music fraternity will change, no one can sit close together, it will have to be social distance, wearing masks. Even after vaccine, we don't know what exactly will happen, what new disaster or what new problem is about to come, we don't know. So in this new world, music will be the therapy, and we have to dream, we have to innovate that with music, with creativity, with creative field, like the arts, performing arts or different sort of arts, we'll have to bring change to the world, we'll have to give therapy to the world, we'll have to take care of this billions of people who are residing in this wonderful earth. We need to bring them some peace, and in order to do that, someone needs to take the challenge, design innovative things. Maybe we will try to connect that whole world will be connected to play together. Maybe we will need to design some technology where we will not have latency, we will not have this recording problem, we can perform like a studio together. So the innovator, the scientists, the people who are exploring different technologies, so I think they will also need to upgrade their vision, their dreams, and we will have to capture those things. We'll have to design stadiums, musical arena in such a way so that any virus can come, you can just vaccinate yourself, go wash your hand, relaxly listen to music, you are not close to each other, but the arena is like that. So there are thousands of things you can dream of, and musically I would love to, even right now I am planning to do something after COVID which will always be grand, which will connect the world, which will connect your own, every country's roots will have to come up, their own traditional music, right now whatever is going on in the world. So we all will need to do a combination, innovation, a future projection, a very futuristic approach shall be there. And also to make sure, my dream would be that Bangladeshi musicians will not face the challenges, or the world musicians will not face the challenges, they will get their own destination. Somehow the ecosystem will accommodate so that even live concerts are not happening, even normal lifestyle is not happening. They will be able to earn revenue and fame and remain as a celebrity as they are, and keep spreading light like always, like the stars. So that's one of my dream, and there are thousands of dreams that I'll definitely come back when I will be able to do one by one, inshallah. But there will now, as I used to do Wind of Change, that's a different project where we try to bring all the artists under one umbrella and promote our Bangla music through them. After this silence, like what we found in the pandemic, I found a silence in the world. So now my next project will be Sound of Silence, where I'll invite you to play. We will create the sound of silence.
I see.
Inshallah.
So I am sure that it will happen, but
Inshallah.
Keep crossing fingers.
তুমি হিনা দুপুরে নগরী জ্যোতির্ময়তায় অশান্ত এই দু চোখে যা দেখি অচেনা সময়ে সে চলে যায় ঘড়ি কাটা ব্যস্ততায় তুমি আসবে বলে তাই পথ চেয়ে থাকি অস্থিরতায় তুমি হিনা দুপুরে নগরী জ্যোতির্ময়তায় অশান্ত এই দু চোখে যা দেখি অচেনা সময়ে সে চলে যায় ঘড়ি কাটায় ব্যস্ততায় তুমি আসবে বলে তাই পথ চেয়ে থাকি অস্থিরতায় বল তুমি এমন কেন একবার দেখে যাও যদি এসে চলে যাও আমি আছি যাব না কোথাও বল তুমি এমন কেন একবার দেখে যাও যদি এসে চলে যাও আমি আছি যাব না কোথাও
Yes, you're right. We need to think as well. I hope this technology go on, because right now we can make concert online, but we can't just in one time playing together, right? It's still this latency. So I hope all technology will grow.
Good.
Yeah, upgrade, and we will have this opportunity even play live together.
Whenever any technology gets stuck, there comes the innovation. Then they understand that this is a challenge. We need to make sure that we can. Even now we can go to moon, we can go to Mars. Why can't we play together?
Yes, you see, it's easy.
Maybe someday I will see Alicia going to the moon and playing from there, and we are capturing it from Earth. If we can dream, we can make it happen, and we need to just understand the risk and then minimize the risk and then make it possible. Everything is possible in this world, as you say. And also, I would love to tell the sponsors all over the world, the corporates, the big corporates. I know that there are a lot of businesses due to pandemic which went down, but there are a lot of businesses which went up, like a mobile phone. Everybody is now based on internet, mobile phone, so the use got more. So there are a lot more corporate big giants who used to sponsor culture. Now they would have to come up with solutions, like when any international star like Alicia will give her own time and design something like this, even not only for cultural concerts, not only for recording albums, even for this sort of show, they shall come up with sponsorship and make these stars like Alicia get their value of the time. So people will get encouraged and it will become a trend. And so that's how we will have to find a lot of options to promote culture and promote our artists like you. So whoever is doing and giving their life, dedication, concentration, passion, love to art shall have the options to survive in a very beautiful way, in a very nice way. That's one of the dream that we see.
Yeah, beautiful words. I hope it will happen in future. And dear Taposh, can you tell our maybe younger audience, some teenager, what's your advice? Because advice as an experienced artist, musical director of a huge Gaan Bangla music television station. It's like, when you will go on YouTube, every single song we made with Taposh, with Wind of Change, it's like now million people watch them, of course. And
I think at least 300 plus million views.
How many?
I think 300 million plus views.
Wow. So congratulations. And
Kone kone রে নিশা লাগিল রে বাঁকা বিনয়নে নিশা লাগিল রে ঠিক রে
So you are very successful as well as a musical director, as a director of big music television. So can you advise something to teenagers, to younger people who would like to start in music industry? Maybe you've got some main advice, what they have to pay attention about, how can grow more
sure.
and more.
So firstly, I would say that the best time to start music is when you are a child. Like, so if you are a child or if you are a teenager, so you are already late. So like the prodigies, even all my associates friends who are doing supernatural playing, like abnormally talented, they are usually from 3 years, 4 years, 5 years or 6 years, like me on 6 years. Mohini started on 3 years. So Ridu started on 3-4 years. Like there are multiple people, talented personalities who started on 5 years. So
বিল্লা পাহাড় পর্বত টিলা টালা টান বাড়ি গেরাম কত দারুণ উড়া চলে ধীরে ধীরে মাঝে মাঝে তাকো লাগে সন্ধ্যে উড়া মারে আমার বাংলা উড়া রে মানুষ কই লইয়া যা উই আমার বাংলা ঘোড়া রে ওই থাইকা কই লইয়া যা spirituality, interfering in indefinite impossibilities. Sanguine syllables, staying Socrates, sodomy. I'm on the Odyssey, where I ought to be. Gandhi, on the palm beat, promptly promote the system breach. Each one of these demons must be impeached. In these times when freedom ain't free, in this fusion is where I find my peace. The feeling need to burn the grief, exhale the pain, dip in the breeze. Ease into the zone with the microphone. Till the day I'm gone, I don't plan to leave the mic alone. True to the phone, move to the tone, lift the roof with the stone as we fly like the soul. Winds gone change every time we on the road. Life is just a wild horse going off the roads. দড়ি ছিড়া পরাণ কাইরা কুইরা সর্বনাশ ওই আমার দড়ি ছিড়া পরাণ কাইরা দড়ি ছিড়া পরাণ কাইরা কুইরা সর্বনাশ
হব না আমি বৃষ্টি চাই অবিরত মেঘ তবুও সমুদ্র ছোঁব না মরুর আকাশে রোদ হব শুধু ছায়া হব না তুমি আমার খোলা আকাশ কখনো সূর্য দেখি না তুমি আমার দিন থেকে রাত আমি যে সময় জানি না তুমি আমার ঘুম তবু তোমায় নিয়ে স্বপ্ন দেখি না তুমি আমার সুখ তবু তোমায় নিয়ে ঘর বাঁধি না ভালোবাসা জলের মতো দুহাত যেন ভরে না প্রিয় মুখ তারার মতো দু চোখে গোনা যায় না
If you are a child of 3, 4, 5, 6, the parents primarily will not understand why they need to do music right now. They can a little grow up, but because make music their play instrument. Like we play music and you give Lego to the or we give kids any playing thing, right? So instead of only giving them something to play with, give them a little instrument, like make a little size instrument and they will start playing, so they will get it inside. So for you guys who are really young, real kid, this is the best time. You will not be able to understand me, but your parents will be able to. But even the teenagers, even 12 years, 18 years, 22 years, whoever the young, this is your time. But I will say practice with your instrument or your voice at least 10-20 years. Keep on doing it, don't stop. In between you can be very famous, you can be viral, you can be a prodigy, you can be interviewed in everywhere, like that, all the YouTube things. Don't let this fame take away your musicianship from your inside. So to keep being a musician, you'll have to practice at least 12 years continued. That is my suggestion. You can be famous in between, but don't let the fame change your practice. So then you'll be able to stand as a proper musician. Even fame goes away, fame will come back to you. So that's how you will be. So my first suggestion would be to practice and listen. As much as you listen to different world music, not only the country where you are born. Listen to the sound of soil, of air, of everything, of a water, of a fountain, of a river. The way you walk, the way you hear the air passing through, the wind coming, all sound, treat it musically, and you will understand that you will get some different innovation which we are not finding. So you will be the someone who will be the inventor of new music which we could not find. So to be new, to be like a unique someone, you need to look at everything uniquely.
Yes.
So that's what I say to my younger generation.
Okay, thank you. And how is now I'm thinking, how is with music education in Bangladesh? If there are some music schools or more people are just like taught by themselves, like when they hear somebody else, and or there is some music schools also.
Yeah, thank you for a very important question. Because like most of the musicians, including me, who plays instruments in Bangladesh, we are self-taught. We learned, we heard from our seniors playing, or from the YouTube, or from our own imagination. We never got the opportunity to go to Berkeley or somewhere and start it properly with the notations and everything. But we have two sort of music to learn in Bangladesh because of the soil. One is our traditional music, which is our own culture. So that sort of institutions are available in Bangladesh. So that sort of teachers are there. That method is very much accommodative. Like you can always go to a music school and start learning, or you can invite a teacher, someone who a tutor, or you can go to him or her and learn our traditional music. So there are multiple maestros, or the associations, institutions are there. Just the thing is that in order to collaborate with the world, you need to know what's going on in the world and what exactly is the world music format. There is only single music format going on in the world. So in that format, the classical music or the educational things, that is missing in Bangladesh. But the light is that it started recently. Now the major companies are trying to put a musical institution, and they're inviting teachers. But the percentage, I would say that it's still out of 100, it's 10. So in next 20 years, Bangladesh needs to grow education wise, musically, at least more 70-80% to be on the top of the world music system. So we need more institutes, we need proper institutes where we can go and blindly believe that what is going on in the world is going on here. So that we are lacking right now in Bangladesh, but we hope that we will get it very soon, because the lights are already there. The people, the entrepreneurs have already started investing on this. So there is a hope.
And I would like to add to that what Taposh just said, because all musicians I met there, some of them couldn't read the notes, but they were brilliant musicians, for sure. They have that which our classical musicians sometimes they don't, because they of course can read notes and they can perform a lot of difficult technically music sheets, but they can sometimes play what they hear, like you said earlier. And I think your musician,
You could. That's the best thing.
I could, but there are some people, of course. But what I observe, they are naturally talented. So if they add that they can read and they have this talent, so it would be brilliant.
Yes, absolutely. And just to add some fun, whenever I got into trouble that I'm understanding that everything is going right, but in somewhere it's going wrong, then I call Alicia, hey, come and help me, because you know, that's the thing that I'm telling you. Well, while describing you correctly mentioned that there are a lot of talented musicians, because I have right now I had the opportunity, or I am having the opportunity to work with maestros of the world, different sort of from different countries. So yes, some are methodically, technically playing very, very tough notes, very tough technical things, which our musicians are, wow, they're awestruck. But sometimes our musicians are playing different notes, different things, which are easy, but these technical things, who are playing so technical things, they are also awestruck. This is the connection between the soul, because our musicians are not reading anything. They are playing it from their soul. So when you are playing it from your soul, you are playing something super unique, which cannot be copied sometimes. Even our musicians plays one flute solo. When he has to repeat it, he plays it differently, because the first time it comes from his heart is different from the second time. But we can always capture it. We can always capture and repeat the same playing. That gives a less soulful thing, because the new thing when comes up from the first time from our musician, because of our heritage and our soil, it's always unique and more soulful. So yes, Alicia is very right. If our world musicians who are binded in a system of a technical thing, that we know how to arrange, how to read charts, how to write charts, how to play and perform as best as possible, we do it in a system and such a regular basis that sometimes it becomes locked, that we are locked in a certain thing. But as a musician, you will never give you to get locked. You will have to be like an ocean, like a sky. Everything new, every single day is new till you die. So you cannot be locked as a musician. That's how we shall be.
And we need to connect this all different words, right? In one form, we need to put all our souls and free souls, but maybe
Yes.
we can put in the form and now
Of course.
it is like that. It all
Now it's happening in Windows 10. Yeah.
songs happen. And you can all watch. Maybe I try to put some example, some quotes from some beautiful songs, and you will see. So I invite you to go on Gaan Bangla television YouTube channel. You can find a lot of really beautiful songs, Bangladeshi songs, and with cooperation with amazing international artists from Russia, from States, from Poland, from Romania, from every country.
Yeah, Pakistan. Yes.
Pakistan, yes, India. Yeah.
So we have already 31 countries joined this journey, and we want it to make it at least 100 in near future, so that we can say that 100 countries together put one wind of change.
It's beautiful project.
Thank you so much, Alicia.
Congratulate. It's really hard to say goodbye, but I hope we will see each other very soon in some musical project. And maybe in the end, I would like to ask you to tell us, because I am a huge fan of Bangladeshi food. So maybe can you tell us what's your favorite dish, meal?
It's Bangladeshi food. Whenever you talk about Bangladeshi food, I feel like to eat all because Bangladesh is so good about its heritage and tradition in food. There are a lot of foods, but in Bangladesh, if you commonly ask, I love bhat, mach, gorur mangsho, like the meat, and bhorta. So these are the traditional thing that I love to eat, and also the khichuri, and again the beef or the chicken or the egg, like the dim bhuna, begun bhaja. So, and also again biryani, teheri.
Chicken.
So yeah. So, and all the spicy things that you had, and every single musician or friends or any other associates who came to Bangladesh, they all loved it. So that's the specialty of this food. So inshallah, all the audience, if ever visit Bangladesh, Bangladesh is a very beautiful country. If you get chance, travel to Bangladesh and enjoy the Bangladeshi food. I would recommend. Thank you very much.
Yes, I recommend really visiting Bangladesh. I've been mainly in Dhaka, but as well I've seen the largest beach actually in the world, I guess.
The longest beach in the whole world is in Bangladesh, and the biggest mangrove forest is in also Bangladesh. So there are two major things which we are proud of.
Yes, it's really beautiful. So we are recommending to visit Bangladesh.
কেমন আছো অ্যালিসিয়া?
Durgangiri cantar moro dostor para bar. We are in Bangladesh now, in Dhaka, just having sound check for the next song we are playing. I'll show you the stage here. It's Wind of Change project.
Hi
Guys, I show you strong. It's really beautiful sound. Arshad Khan is playing on it. So yeah, guys are preparing here. It's Anton, really great bass player from Moscow, and very good. Remember that name. You. Now. Okay, so here's a rhythm show and Papu. Okay.
Flute. Then we come to verse 1. Okay. Music section 1 is this one. Then we come to verse 2. Then music section 2. Then we come to verse 3. After that is the outro. Okay.
So we recorded already one song, so now we do the second one. And here's TAPOSH. TAPOSH.
Hello, hi everyone.
He's
Super
here,
beautiful
the boss.
Alicia.
He is the boss here.
Alicia is not only a great musician, she's also a beautiful heart.
Yeah. I'm really thankful to be here.
100 singers. It was great performance.
Thank you.
এখন আপনাদের জন্য রাখবে
It's like, what?
একদমই নতুন ভাবে আমাদের আজকের এই পরিকল্পনার জন্য তাপস
And maybe can you tell goodbye, good night in Bangladeshi language?
And Bangladeshi language goodbye is biday, এইবারের জন্য শুভ বিদায়, but inshallah দেখা হবে. And I would like to thank Alicia for this wonderful platform where we could speak from our heart with each other as a musician, because musician to musician conversation is always different than any other person in the whole world. And especially this program can be a very unique program and a unique concept, because she is trying to introduce all of you, the fans, the audience, with different culture, different music, and inside of the music. Like, I have already seen one of our episodes and I loved it. It was with Ray Wilson, and it's a very nice program. So when musician starts doing this sort of program, we all shall try our best to appreciate as much as we can, share as much as we can, show our love for this program and Alicia. So I would love to thank you on behalf of all the Bangladeshi music fans, Bangladeshi music lovers, all our Gaan Bangla associates members, and my better half Farzana, Munny, and my full Gaan Bangla family and Bangladesh music fraternity. I would love to congratulate you and thank you for taking this initiative, and I'm really honored that you chose me as a Bangladeshi musician to be able to talk to you and share all my experiences. It was a very nice experience. Stay blessed and keep rocking like this.
Thank you very much for your such amazing words towards me, and I hope all audience will see your beautiful Wind of Change program and this all great artists which I could met and play with, and I hope we're gonna make some musical project again and again. And thank you very much. Please send as well my best wishes to your dearest wife, Farzana, Munny, and all Gaan Bangla team, which I sending greetings from Poland.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you. Take care.
A na zakończenie miły akcent ze strony mojego rozmówcy, a mianowicie cytat z wiersza Jana Brzechwy pod tytułem Chrząszcz. Do zobaczenia w kolejnym odcinku programu z cyklu Podróże z muzyką. Zapraszam, Alicja Chrząszcz.
Chrząszcz brzmi pszczenie, step za szczenie.